We said Nico's a lock in New South Wales.
Who would you have outside him or with him in the halves?
The thing with Mitch, it's not like having a broken hand where you can do all your running and everything like that. And you can do your kicking. Is the very fact there's been a broken foot and he hasn't been able to run. It makes it really difficult. Jerome almost become the forgotten man. I thought he was outstanding.
I'll say this about Jerome Luai: the most interesting person out of his performance on the weekend for me would have been Benji Marshall.
Oh yeah,
because Jerome's got this whole sort of Penrith system where he stays on the left-hand side. Nathan does everything and he just waits for the ball and calls it, whatever. But sometimes you've got to play the game to the strengths of the way the game is trending, and then your halfback, complements that. Yeah. But the way that he played, like, I'm thinking Benji Marshall's going, well, hold on a minute. Like, he dominated both sides of the ball. He kicked on the left, and he was first receiver, second receiver. He was floating around. Maybe he has a very big impact on the way the Tigers attack next year, because he looked comfortable. And he scored that try, and he was aggressive. Like, you could see what it meant to him. Like, he went, OK, my main man's out. I'm actually going to stand up here. And, Cole was there but didn't really have an impact on the game. But he was very good. I think it's one of Jerome Luai's best performances. Even in, they lost, but I think he did a really good job.
You're picking him?
I think he is there with Hines.
Yeah. Just the last one on Jerome. Watching his football this year, I thought to myself, he's lost a little bit of upfield thrust. Now, I don't mean he's lost speed or anything like that. And he's still got his footwork. But he getting the ball, step, where on the weekend, step and accelerate.
Step forward. Yeah, he was good on that try, the line break. But he had variation too, like some of that sideways stuff. He did drop off one, drop off two, and he almost got Taruva in the corner with a double drop off and go. So he had good mix in his game. And you know what? His kicking game was solid for a guy that doesn't do a lot of kicking week to week.
He was excellent. Interesting one, the Queensland 6. Now Munster's out.
Yeah, he does carry on a little bit. Like, he rolled around as if he was shot.
I've got the producer Scott in the ear. They're saying he's out for 8 to 10 weeks.
All right, who plays 6? So you tell me who you think.
Oh, Tom Dearden.
Yeah. So Dearden, Nam.
I had a discussion with my favourite son the other day, and I said if I was picking a side to save my life.
Can we put a name to the favourite son?
No, we can't. If I'm picking a side to play my life, I'd pick Dearden. Because, mate, he turns up all the time. Even though the Cowboys have been struggling, he performs every week. He cares. He just made his effort. And, of course, you've got Ezra there, who's proven himself on the big stage, hat-trick in a grand final. But what do you think?
I'm with Dearden. I think Mam's done a tremendous job. Even when Reynolds is gone, he looks like he can run that team by himself, and he's never shirked his responsibility when he's on the big stage. But when you're talking about character and you're talking about origin, the fact that Munster was ruled out a day or two before that decider, and Dearden comes in and played a terrific game, that shows me he's got a good temperament. The other moments that show me that he's ready for it is the chase on Selwyn Cobbo. Right now, that he didn't have to do, but he wants to do it. There's a desire inside that little fella that he just wants to be there when a moment happens. And the try that he scored on the weekend, the Cowboys haven't been playing great. He's a rookie captain, and he's been their best player all year. And the try that he scored was crucial.
It was.
It was a try that got them in front, ended up being the difference. But he didn't have a lot of reasons to score that. He's small. There was more defenders around the ball trying to stop him. And his toughness, his tenacity, his determination was enough that he jammed that ball down. So I would be saying that Dearden's the man.
I'd say he was good on the weekend, and he's been terrific with that. Adam Reynolds is Jock Madden. Really impressive. Broncos 13-12. Tough, gritty game. I reckon it's exactly what the Broncos needed.
Yeah, every week that Adam Reynolds is out, Madden's share price goes up. I think the fact that they're working around what does it look like. Madden is a very good replacement, and I'll tell you what I really liked about him is that when the game was in the balance there at 12-12, they got the penalty. A lot of halves will overcook it and try and score and make it look fancy. He literally just went 1, 2, 3 left side of the post, give me the ball and I'll kick it.
Yeah.
Sometimes in those moments, particularly less than around 5 minutes to go, the more passes, the more chaos that comes into play, the more chances for error. And how many times do we see that where it doesn't get there, someone knocks it on or whatever? Yeah. Simplicity when the game is on the line is the best way of executing the play.
It's an open competition.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Penrith dropped, a couple of injuries to big players. The Sharks are there, they're consistent. Storm have this real up, but they've got some question marks around some of their injuries, so it is open.
Penrith Cronulla this week. Who do you like? Both come into the comp 1967.
I was a little disappointed in Penrith because they got to, I think it was 16 all at some stage there, and the way that Isaiah scored, I thought, okay, the grinding nature which Penrith play at is going to make the Warriors tap at some stage here, but they fought back. A lot of errors in the Panthers game for the first time. A little bit complacent, I don't know what it is, but I like the Sharks. I do. I cannot turn away from what the Sharks are doing. They are just doing all the right things.
As are you, Coop.
How are you, mate?
You've
recovered?
Stepped up, mate. It's time Mr. Matt has a bit of a sleep.
We might have to change the name of this podcast after what you've done.
The Coop Cronk podcast. Mate, let me tell you, that will never happen. Oh, nice one.